Hello. So, I feel like elders want to completely, not necessarily control the younger generations, but just they want to be a part of younger generations' lives as much as possible. I don't know, something about elders. When I say elders, I mean like specifically 40 and up. 40 and up. Like I said, two bikes of mine have been stolen within 2 weeks together. Walk outside, bike gone. A week later, have a new bike that's also $400, which originally was a $900 bike. Also gone. The same day, a few days after I got it as a replacement. The main issue I have with the elders and older generations, specifically the baby boomers and the Gen X. A lot of street crossing. Specifically the boomers and the Gen X. Especially the boomers. It's like the advice they got towards the youth, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. And they can't see that. The boomers can't see that. Like, I get that when they were young, stuff worked, but we are young and stuff isn't working. It's not because we ain't trying. It's because we are, and the standards is just not there. And the best advice boomers gotta give us is, oh, just work harder. You ain't working hard enough. You're lazy and stuff like that. When we literally are working our asses off. And even if we're not working, I mean, I could give the boomers some credit that, oh, the young generation is lazy. When it comes to certain works, like, for an example, one thing I tried to explain to my modern parents, who is a boomer and a Gen X, is Gen Z, we're not gonna tolerate no disrespect or hypocrisy from older elders. We're not gonna do that, no. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna sit there and tolerate that hypocrisy. I hate hypocrisy. And that's something they hate as well. My brothers and sisters of my generation. When I say my brothers and sisters, I mean like my whole entire generation. This goes way past family and friends. That's what I mean by it. I'm just saying, I just hate the fact that the elders, boomers, they think they just tell us what to do and expect us to get it right then and there. And when we do get it wrong, oh, you didn't do something right, when we literally are doing it right, or mostly right. I'm trying to figure out, how can I make it out there in life? Being successful with at least having, I don't know, some decent amount of income. Like, for an example, I have a good, decent job that I'm able to pay the bills, a house, ideally, pay the bills comfortably, and then on top of that, have a little bit more money just for fun / saving. That's exactly my goal. But getting the bare minimum of just being able to afford rent is not a thing that just don't exist in today's age. We as Gen Z, we're trying to do that, but it's just not working. And the best thing boomers gotta say is we ain't working hard enough. I don't know. I'm trying to stay vague, obviously, I'm starting to say vague because I'm not trying to always complain about my modern parents, okay? Nothing against them. Love them very much. I'm just saying, considering my bikes was stolen and I'm told I still can't have it in the house, like where's the care in that, honestly? I feel like there's no consideration being put in mind, like, okay, maybe we should sacrifice a little bit of our comfort that way Ray Marco can, you know, get to work reliably, get around a little bit more reliably. But nope, just get your license. When all that itself is a whole entire process. And then oh my gosh, when one of my modern parents found out that I was skating, it's not like I was trying to keep it from them, because it's not really that important. By me having to skateboard, that modern parent told me that's what teenagers do. You're a grown man. I'm like, Tony Hawk he been skateboarding since when? So then, obviously, I'm somewhat rebuttaling it because I'm apparently immature, because I'm over here riding skateboards. I'm riding skateboards for transportation. And even if I wasn't doing it for transportation, if I wanted to do it for fun, I don't care. I'm going to sit there and ride a skateboard if I want to. I like riding skateboards for the record. I like it. It's cool. I find it a cool hobby. But apparently riding skateboards is an immature thing to do. The fuck? Oh my gosh. The boomers. The boomer. It's like I'm constantly being told by one of my modern parents, which I'm pretty sure you already know. I've already spoken much about that. See my Twitter. But it's like I'm being told your Ray Marco is a failure as a man. He's a failure. Which I'm not gonna pretend I can lie. I do feel like I am a little. But it's not my fault. It's not my fault. My biological parents aren't together, okay? It's not my fault that I'm a failure. I mean, I am an adult now. Okay, now it's on me. But if I am not a failure, you gotta get to the origin to why I am a failure. I feel like no matter what, when parents get divorced, the children are now bastards, and now they're going all over the place, and then now they don't know what in the world to do with their lives. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was lucky to be raised by my childhood father. I get that. My childhood father and my childhood mother. I'm lucky, but at the same time, it still isn't the design, because God never designed marriage to be broken. He never designed it that way. I know he might have created exceptions because of sinful natures, but I'm pretty sure when God married Adam and Eve, he did not intend them divorcing, which I really get the feeling Adam and Eve did not divorce at all. They might have argued a lot, of course, but I don't think they divorced. I read all of Genesis back in 2020, and not once I seen anything about Adam and Eve breaking up or separating. Not once. I need to reread Genesis. Don't get me wrong, I really do. I was trying to see if I could read the Bible from front to back, but I have fallen from that. So, oh my gosh, I'm being told on so many levels. I'm being told I am a immature, childish man, or whatever. In so many levels, I'm being told that, and I hate that. Look, to an extent, I get, even if he was correct, even if my modern parent was correct, it don't mean I'm gonna do things your way, boomer. It's just I've been feeling like, honestly, downed, low-key even disrespected recently. because I don't watch sports. I watch cartoons instead. I skateboard. I ride bikes. I'm not out there dating and shit. Not out there socializing. When they know I'm out there working and everything, especially all this overtime. I don't know. I really don't know. And then, of course, not voting Democrat, of course. Not voting Democrat. I don't know. It makes no sense. I've been really feeling low-key down and disrespected. Disrespected. Just because I'm not doing things most men do. Nerds, we're always disrespected because of our passion. Always. Just because we're not interested in sports and athletic stuff and everything. I don't like that. And I'm expected to just fully submit and take on the advice of a boomer, of an older generation that just don't know what in the world our lives are like. I get there may be some similarities, okay? So common general similarities in our lives. I get that. Specifically in our youth. I get that. It's like me trying to preserve myself or whatever. It's seen as, what's wrong? And oh my gosh, I was literally asked by one of my modern parents, is he crazy? Because all I do is watch cartoons all day. Now, the kind of cartoons I watch, I don't go watching baby cartoons, okay? Even if I did, I'd watch it specifically to understand the animation, the voice acting, and all that other stuff. It goes a lot more to why I watch cartoons and be on my computer all day. This person's house, it keep being this is the second time they stuff was ran into. They had like a brick, what you call it. You see, they're even doing it too. I want to buy a new bike, and I have coworkers want to help me buy a new bike, and I'm still tempted to buy a new bike, but I'm not buying a new bike because people keep stealing my bikes. I see them, they haven't fixed it yet. They probably choosing not to do it, and they probably not choosing to fix it either because someone else gonna break it anyway, probably. They probably doing the same thing, but the best advice is get a license. I'm using metaphors, but there's that part. Across the street. I don't know. That's pretty much it. I just think the baby boomers just do not understand. And one thing I'm very sick of is people, especially elder people, is disrespecting young people just because we have different things we're interested in. And the only reason why I don't have friends down here in Georgia / Atlanta is because I'm working so much. Us Gen Zs, we don't have a lot of time to work like that. I don't have enough time to go out there and socialize and stuff like that. Every single time I did, it was at night. And then I'm over being questioned by one of my parents, why are you going out so late, Ray? And I don't want to answer that question. It's like I was raised to do right, to cling to your household. But since I'm clinging to the household, growing up, I'm going to stay that way, being cling to the household. And now I'm being looked down upon for not going out there in the world and socializing. I'm being looked down upon by not making mistakes. not going out there getting in trouble. I don't care if that's what most young people do. Me trying to do the right thing in my youth is what I'm trying to do. But it's like I'm being looked down upon for doing that, which sucks. Makes no sense. And I'm over here told to sit there and date and stuff like that. Like, well, what you trying to do? Trying to set me up? Trying to set me up for me to get weak and make a mistake? Hell no. Make a mistake and possibly fornicate? No, hell no. I'm not sitting there fornicating. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in the sex game or whatever. I get that. But doesn't mean I should go out there and tempt myself. The Bible literally tells men to do whatever necessary to not be tempted by sex. Yet, I'm being told out there to go out there and date. Look, I get it. I don't have experience, I get that. But at the same time, I can't just sit there and put myself in situations where I might get tempted. It all boils down to this. I'm trying to be myself, and I'm trying to stay moral, biblically speaking. But it's looked down upon, mainly because I'm a young person who isn't doing that, who was taught not to do it. Now it's looked at me, I'm being looked at as if something's wrong with me, which sucks. I'm pretty sure a lot of young people deal with this. I'm grateful. I'm grateful, but all this peer pressure in my modern household makes me want to just move out sooner than later. That's pretty much it. The boomers, the elders, they don't know what they're talking about when it comes to our own lives. And the peer pressure they do, it just sucks. I don't know what else to say. If you can relate, put in the comment section. Thanks for watching, like, comment, subscribe.